The Pythagorean theorem deals with the relationships between all the sides in a right triangle. In every right triangle, you can determine the length of any side if you know the lengths of the other two sides. The Pythagorean theorem says that a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where c is the hypotenuse. And just remember, the hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle. It's always directly across from the right angle. So let's look at a couple examples. On the left, I have a triangle where I know two sides and I want to figure out the third. The third side in this example is the hypotenuse. So I can write out the Pythagorean theorem, and then I can just plug in my numbers. Remember, x is the hypotenuse, so it replaces c. And now I just do the math to solve for x. And when you get to this point, you'll need to take the square root. So you can see x is equal to the square root of 74. If you plug that into your calculator, you'll get an answer approximately 8.6. If you have to round your answer, that's called an approximate answer. If the question asks you for an exact answer, you would leave it as the square root of 74. And that would be called your exact answer. So let's take a look at our second example. In this one, the only difference is that the unknown side is not the hypotenuse in this case. But we still solve it the same way. Start with the Pythagorean theorem and then plug in your numbers. Make sure to put the hypotenuse in the right spot. And then you proceed to solve the equation. So if you do all the algebra right, you'll get an approximate answer of 12.7 for the length of b.